everybody. Welcome back. Wednesday night edition of Inside the Headset. I kind of done Coach Kriesky wrong yesterday. I had to go to Lexington for a site walk. He was a gentleman and a scholar and decided he would come on and be on my show on Wednesday night. And we're glad to have him. And as we bring to the airwaves on our live show on the Wednesday night edition, the Riverdale head coach, Coach Will Kriesky. How you doing tonight, Coach?
I'm doing well.
Well, big win last Friday night, 14-10 against Franklin. Take it away.
It was a tough ball game. It was a battle. We couldn't get things going offensively. 0-0 at halftime. It was back and forth, and kids were playing hard. And we had some mishaps offensively, but the defense stood toe to toe and kept them out of the end zone. They missed a field goal in the first quarter. But they did a good job controlling the ball. They kept the ball out of our hands. We had 6 snaps in the first quarter.
Wow. And that's hard. Yeah. That's hard when you got a new – talk about that, Coach, because you've got a new signal caller back there that's with this Riverdale Warriors under the lights, and he's got to get comfortable and just to have 6 snaps. It was almost like, you had everybody got – you went out for a youth football game and had 2 or 3 and the game's over, everybody goes home. It wasn't. That's not good. That's hard to get in the rhythm and come back out and play that 24 minutes and then come away with a victory.
Yeah, it was. The first quarter was tough, and we settled down, did some good things in the second quarter, but we couldn't get any points on the board, and then we came out at halftime and got a good kickoff return. Isaiah Verser returned it inside the 20, and then 3 plays later we were able to punch it in, and we had some momentum going, and then pinned them back deep early in the third, and they punted. We had all the momentum, then we snapped it over the quarterback's head. And
oh, goodness.
Over, so then it went back and forth, and we gave up a deep ball, 55-yard touchdown pass, which got them the lead 10-7, and at that point, our kids you could tell they believed in themselves. It was pretty special after you graduate so many guys to see a group just still believe in themselves. And we got a good return, returned it to the 40, and then was able to punch it in a few plays later and go up 14-10. And Franklin got the ball at the last 3 minutes, and we were able to keep them out of the end zone and keep them from getting any points and getting the victory formation going home. It's always a tough game against Franklin. I think last year was the only time we were able to have a lot of success, and that's because we created 4 turnovers last year. So it's always, since I've been a head coach, and since Coach Adlock's been there, we've always played Franklin, and it's always been a tough rivalry game for us.
Celestine had an interception, didn't he?
Yeah, he had one late in the game to steal it off.
Yeah, I thought that. And then Armand, your kicker, how'd he do?
He did well. He came in and did great on kickoffs and kicked it to the 1. In between the 5 and the 1 and to help us with that, and our kickoff team did good, and I thought our special teams played very well last week.
Well, congratulations on the win, but you got a tall task this Friday night because you're going to take on Rossview. They beat Wilson Central 17-14. You got Coach Hood, and got to go up there, Coach. And Rossview, I hadn't looked at the video, but I'd say when you turned it on, you saw a little speed.
Yeah, they got some athletes. They're very good. They're very, very good on the perimeter, and we got to be able to settle down and play and be able to stop those guys. They're big up front too. I think the only young kid they have right now is their quarterback, and he's a sophomore, but he's just doing a good job getting the ball to his athletes and letting them make plays in space.
Biggest thing you probably need to tell them is this won't be the same Rossview you saw last year.
Exactly. We've stressed that to them all week and told them that, and they've watched a lot of film, and so the kids are seeing that. The kids are seeing they're a different team, and Rossview played very well against Wilson Central. They're very well coached. Like you said, Coach Hood does a great job, and he's got those guys believing and working hard.
Yeah, and I don't want to say, but Rossview was kind of there in a bump situation, and it looks like Hood's got that team on the right track, and and look for them to be. This is a good game for them, and it's a good game for you because you know what you got next Friday night. We're not going to talk about that, but I mean, you got to. I mean, the road and the pegs on the ladder board. They're only getting tougher as you move into region play next Friday night at the Inferno.
Yeah, I mean, this game will be very tough for us, and we got to play exceptionally well, and we got to handle the trip. Anytime I think this is in the last, I guess this is since I've been a head coach. This is probably the longest trip we've taken. Right at, I think we went to Knoxville once, played Hardin Valley, so it's comparable to that trip. And that trip was in 2017, so that's the last time we've taken a trip like this, and so it's going to be, something our kids are going to get adjusted to. And I'm kind of glad we were on the road last week. To kind of start getting the feel of it.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck. Safe travels. We'll be following that game on Stork Vision. Go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry.
I appreciate you getting this interview in. We always enjoy it and always have a good time and get a chat afterwards. But I appreciate it. Appreciate what you do for us at high school football.
And I mean, I was crushed. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Monday night, you get a text, and just so you know, I mean, when you nail down, when you finally get, I'd already cut the deal with the landlord, so I'm good with him. But I'm not the one that needs to be picking out where we put the cell tower. I'm not an engineer or anything. I'm a negotiator. So the landlord was all excited and ready to meet my engineering team. And so when you pin that down, that actually they're going to measure off and pull off what they think that square box, which we call the compound, will actually be. And actually, when they drive a stake on the ground, they wrap the ribbon around it. The surveyor will come out and he'll look at it, and he's shooting to make everything work where that stick is in the ground. And we'll start from there. Everything will all go on that point. And so once we get it locked down, that's where it goes. That's real important, that Latin long, because you're running FAA and everything. I mean, the airports have to know where that tower is exactly and how tall. It's just a lot of stuff, but part of the industry, and I had to go up. But you know what? I took him some Conecuh sausage, and he was happy, Will.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That always makes somebody happy.
That always makes anybody happy, is a little Alabama hot dog. But anyway,
exactly.
Hey, be careful and safe travels, and we'll talk to you next week, and I'll be over at the reservation.
All right, appreciate it. See you, Stuart.
See you, bye.